Did you know that a 71-year-old man went to bed feeling perfectly fine but never woke up? His family was in shock. No warning signs, no known health problems, just another ordinary night until it wasn't. What went wrong? Could it have been avoided? The truth is, after 70, certain bedtime habits can quietly put your health in danger, increasing the risk of heart attacks, strokes, and even sudden death. The scariest part? Most people have no idea they're making these dangerous mistakes every single night. In this video, we're uncovering 4 nighttime habits that could be putting your health at risk after 70. These are everyday routines that seem harmless, things you've probably been doing for years without a second thought, but they can have a serious impact on your longevity. Some of these might surprise you, and be sure to stay until the very end, because the final habit is something almost every senior does unknowingly, and it could be the most dangerous of all. Plus, I'll show you exactly what to do instead to ensure a safer, healthier sleep. Let's dive in. Habit number 1, eating heavy meals too late at night. One of the biggest yet most overlooked risks for seniors is eating large meals right before bed. It may not seem like a big deal. You've done it for years, right? But as you age, your body no longer processes food the way it used to. What you eat and when you eat before bed can drastically affect your sleep, heart health, and even your risk of life-threatening complications. Think back to when you were younger. You could eat a late-night dinner, go straight to bed, and sleep like a baby. But after 70, your metabolism slows, digestion becomes less efficient, and your body struggles to break down food as quickly. Here's what happens when you eat a heavy meal too close to bedtime. Instead of your body focusing on deep, restorative sleep, it's forced into overtime digesting your food. Stomach acid production ramps up, your intestines stay active, and instead of your heart rate slowing down, it remains elevated, when it should be at rest. This disrupts your sleep and increases your risk of heart-related issues. Acid reflux, high blood pressure spikes, and even sudden nighttime cardiac events have all been linked to eating too late. Ever woken up in the middle of the night with heartburn and discomfort, or even a racing heart? Your late-night eating habits could be to blame. Imagine this. You have a late dinner, maybe a greasy burger or a heavy pasta dish. You feel full and satisfied as you crawl into bed, but within hours, stomach acid starts creeping into your esophagus. You wake up coughing, gasping for air, or feeling a burning sensation in your throat. Over time, chronic acid reflux, GERD, weakens the muscles in your throat and airway, increasing the risk of aspiration pneumonia, a serious lung infection that can be deadly for seniors. And if you have diabetes or are at risk, eating late at night can cause dangerous blood sugar spikes. Research shows that seniors who frequently eat late-night meals are more likely to develop metabolic disorders linked to heart disease. What to do instead? The solution is simple. Try to finish your last meal at least 3 to 4 hours before bedtime. This gives your body the time it needs to digest properly before you sleep. If you need a light snack, opt for something gentle on your digestive system, like a handful of nuts, a small piece of fruit, or a warm cup of herbal tea. These options can actually promote better sleep instead of disrupting it. Your body isn't the same as it was decades ago, but with small changes to your nighttime routine, you can significantly lower your risk of nighttime health issues, improve your sleep quality, and wake up feeling stronger every morning. Habit number 2, drinking too much liquid before bed. Most people think staying hydrated is always beneficial. And while that's generally true, drinking too much liquid, especially before bed, can actually become a hidden danger as you age. If you're over 70 and find yourself waking up multiple times at night just to use the bathroom, it's not just an inconvenience. It could be putting your health at risk in ways you never considered. Interrupted sleep is just the beginning. This seemingly harmless habit can lead to increased fall risks, heart complications, and even long-term cognitive decline. Here's why. As you get older, your bladder becomes less efficient at holding urine for extended periods. The muscles weaken, your kidneys continue filtering fluids at night, and your body becomes much more sensitive to even small amounts of liquid in your system. So if you drink a full glass of water, juice, or tea before bed, there's a high chance you'll wake up needing to go. Sounds minor, right? But here's where the real danger lies. Imagine this, it's the middle of the night, and you suddenly wake up with an urgent need to use the bathroom. You sit up too fast, but your blood pressure hasn't had time to adjust. Suddenly you feel dizzy, lightheaded, maybe even faint for a second. This is called postural hypotension, a sudden drop in blood pressure when standing up. And it's one of the biggest causes of dangerous nighttime falls among seniors. A simple trip to the bathroom could turn into a life-threatening accident, a slip, a fall, a fractured hip, or worse. But that's not the only issue. Waking up frequently during the night, also known as nocturia, does more than just interrupt your sleep. Each time you wake up and turn on the light, your brain gets tricked into thinking it's morning. This disrupts melatonin production, the hormone responsible for deep restorative sleep. And over time, poor sleep quality can weaken your immune system, spike your blood pressure, and even accelerate cognitive decline. Studies show that seniors who frequently wake up at night due to nocturia have a significantly higher risk of developing dementia and memory-related conditions. But that doesn't mean you should stop drinking water altogether. The key is timing, what to do instead. Rather than eliminating fluids, shift your intake schedule. Drink most of your liquids earlier in the day and start tapering off by late afternoon. If you feel thirsty in the evening, take small sips instead of chugging a full glass. Avoid caffeine in the late afternoon. Coffee and tea act as diuretics, making you urinate more frequently. Pay attention to hidden sources of fluids. Soups, high water content fruits, and even some medications can contribute to nighttime urination. By making these small but intentional changes, you can improve your sleep, lower your risk of falls, and protect your overall health for years to come. If you're still watching and finding these insights valuable, comment number 2 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss out on these life-saving tips. Now let's move forward. Habit number 3, sleeping in a room that's too warm. A warm, cozy bedroom might sound comforting, but if you're over 70, keeping your sleeping environment too warm could be silently putting your health at risk. Many seniors unknowingly make the mistake of cranking up the thermostat or bundling up in heavy blankets, thinking it will help them sleep better. But the truth is, a too warm bedroom can increase your risk of heart strain, dehydration, and poor sleep quality, without you even realizing it. As we age, our bodies become less efficient at regulating temperature. The ability to sweat and release excess heat declines, making it easier for your core body temperature to rise, especially at night. And when that happens, your heart has to work overtime to cool you down, putting extra strain on your cardiovascular system. For those with high blood pressure, heart disease, or circulation issues, this can be dangerous. What happens when your room is too warm? Have you ever woken up drenched in sweat, feeling restless, or even slightly out of breath in the middle of the night? That's your body struggling to regulate its temperature. But it gets worse. Studies show that sleeping in a warm room can lead to mild dehydration, even if you don't feel thirsty. And dehydration causes your blood to thicken, increasing the risk of blood clots, strokes, and heart attacks, particularly in older adults. Take Frank, for example. Frank is 74, retired, and loves reading before bed. He keeps his bedroom at a comfortable 75 degrees and piles on thick blankets to stay warm. But every night, he tosses and turns, waking up groggy and drenched in sweat. What Frank doesn't realize is that his overly warm sleeping environment is disrupting his body's natural sleep cycle, preventing him from reaching deep, restorative sleep. The power of sleeping in a cooler room. A cooler sleeping environment helps your body naturally lower its core temperature, which is essential for deep sleep. This is the stage where memory is strengthened, the immune system is restored, and the body repairs itself. Seniors who sleep in a cooler room wake up feeling more refreshed, energized, and mentally sharp, instead of exhausted from restless sleep. So what's the ideal temperature for better sleep? Experts recommend keeping your bedroom between 60 and 67 degrees Fahrenheit. If that sounds too cold, don't worry. Here's how you can make the change comfortably. Use breathable cotton blankets instead of heavy synthetic ones, which trap heat. Wear light, moisture-wicking sleepwear to regulate body temperature. Open a window or use a fan to improve airflow and prevent heat buildup. Not only will this keep your room cool, but it also improves air quality, reducing the risk of respiratory issues that could disturb your sleep. The bottom line: by keeping your bedroom cool, you can reduce cardiovascular strain, prevent dehydration, and wake up feeling more rested and rejuvenated. And now let's talk about one final bedtime habit that could be even more dangerous than you think. This is something many people unknowingly do every single night, and the risks might shock you. Habit number 4, sleeping in the wrong position. Most people never think twice about how they sleep. As long as they're comfortable, they assume they're fine. But after 70, the way you sleep can have a much bigger impact on your health than you might realize. The wrong sleeping position can silently affect your breathing, disrupt circulation, and even increase the risk of heart failure or stroke. And yet, many seniors unknowingly sleep in a way that puts unnecessary strain on their bodies every single night. Why your sleeping position matters more as you age. As we get older, our bodies undergo natural changes in muscle tone, lung capacity, and circulation. Lying in an improper position for hours at a time can restrict airflow, reduce oxygen levels, and put pressure on major blood vessels, making it harder for your body to function properly while you sleep. Over time, this can lead to snoring, sleep apnea, and even nighttime heart strain. For example, many seniors prefer sleeping flat on their backs, thinking it's the most comfortable position, but in reality, it can be one of the riskiest. Why sleeping on your back can be dangerous. When you sleep on your back, gravity causes your tongue and soft tissues in your throat to relax and fall backward, partially blocking your airway. This can lead to obstructive sleep apnea, a condition where breathing repeatedly stops and starts during sleep. Most people don't even realize they have it, but it can significantly increase the risk of high blood pressure, heart disease, and even sudden cardiac arrest. Take Robert, for example. Robert is 76 and has always slept on his back. His wife noticed that he would stop breathing for a few seconds before suddenly gasping for air. At first, he shrugged it off, assuming it was just part of aging. But over time, he started waking up exhausted, with headaches and trouble concentrating. When he finally saw a doctor, he learned that his sleeping position was worsening his undiagnosed sleep apnea, putting a dangerous strain on his heart every single night. But even if you don't have sleep apnea, your sleeping position still plays a role in your circulation. What's the best sleeping position for seniors? Studies suggest that sleeping on your right side may put extra pressure on the heart, making it harder for blood to circulate efficiently. Over time, this can increase fluid buildup in the lungs and legs, contributing to congestive heart failure. So what's the best sleeping position after 70? Sleeping on your left side. It improves circulation, helping use a body pillow to prevent yourself from rolling onto your back. Elevate your head slightly with a supportive pillow to keep airways open. Place a pillow between your knees if you experience joint pain or stiffness. By making this small yet powerful change, you can reduce the risk of heart strain, improve breathing, and wake up feeling more refreshed and energized. Final thoughts. We've covered 4 nighttime habits that might seem harmless, but could be silently harming your health after 70. Eating too late at night, drinking too many fluids before bed, keeping your room too warm, sleeping in the wrong position. Each of these can impact your heart, sleep quality, and overall well-being. But here's the good news. These risks aren't set in stone. By making small adjustments, you can improve your sleep, lower your risk of serious health issues, and wake up feeling stronger every morning. Now, take a moment to reflect. Which of these habits do you recognize in your own routine? Do you wake up frequently at night? Have you ever felt overheated or restless while sleeping? Or maybe you've been sleeping on your back for years without realizing its impact. Awareness is the first step. Once you recognize the issue, you can take steps to fix it. Here's my challenge for you tonight. Try adjusting just one of these habits. Maybe you'll eat your last meal a little earlier, lower the thermostat, or shift to your left side while sleeping. Even a small change can make a big difference over time. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Comment below and share one thing you learned today and how you plan to use it in your life. Your thoughts matter, and I love reading your feedback. If you found this video helpful, please like, subscribe, and share.